In one of my darkest moments, Ervin Laszlo reminded me that we are all connected, and not just connected, in space and time in 3D, but also connected across time and space. Ervin Laszlo was a systems theorist. He passed away. He died June 29th of this year, and leaving behind like a legacy of books and huge mentorship. I mean, an incredible man, also a child prodigy and with music and everything else. And so embedded in his work was an understanding of coherence, an understanding that each person, and this is where I get it from, in terms of my design for the project I have underway now, which is each person has a unique note. And when you play that note in a harmonic way, you have coherence. So his work was about coherence. I wrote a chapter for The Intelligence of Cosmos, published in 2017. And in that, the chapter, with the intention of the chapter that Ervin asked for to address, was the purpose of business. And the purpose of business at that time was clearly changing. It's even more acute now, it's more present now. And the need for business to move from exploitation into participation has become amplified as we see disengagement statistics and people dying to go to work, literally, as one of the books came out some time ago. So, this is the time when, almost 10 years later, we can look at this and say, wow, can we make this shift? Can we do this? Now, there's a push behind it, and this was a huge part of Ervin's work. And in the interview I did, he agreed to do my opening interview for my most recent podcast, which is the Inspirational Insights podcast. I started in 2016, so he did the opening interview for that, and I'll include that. That clip can be included. But anyway, point being that in that he talks about bifurcation, which is the natural process, the evolutionary process, non-linear. It's not one of those, this go here, this go there. It's a non-linear process, kind of random. Things pop up, changes take place, more things pop up, more changes take place. But it occurs when the complexity of the environment is much greater than the linear thinking of the older system. So we've designed all of our institutions on linear thinking. If you do this, then this results. Engineering outcomes, if we look at it from an organizational standpoint. But also, in life, we think, well, if we do this, then this will happen. If we do that, then that will happen. And that's not what's happening. So it's a non-linear process whereby the weight of complexity creates a collapse, a point where either the system breaks down and we break down, there is a complete and total breakdown, or there is a breakthrough through creative work, through creative visionary work and endeavors. And obviously, learning this years ago, my option was to do the creative work. Writing the chapter for Ervin in this book, it was a pivotal moment for me, because for years I'd sort of been trying to find like-minded people I could talk to and they'd understood me. I didn't get marginalized or anything like that. And he was one of the few who understood the link between the connection was not about social media. It was about physics. It was about energy at that intersection where energy ties everything together. And so his early books, the Akashic Field, and those books that reminded us that we are all part of something much, much larger, were ones that really resonated with me and helped everything make so much more sense than life had presented thus far. So I just want to add then, when he talked about the Akashic Field, and we talk about coherence, it's essentially what you already know. It's just reminding us that at a deeper level, and I know you've had these experiences where, you've had a feeling like, oh, this is going to happen, or that's going to happen, or and it's not a mental prediction. It's an intuitive, sensory, non-local, sense that this was going to take place. So there's a whole other thought process around how do we predict the future, how we work with the future, and I'll do that in a subsequent video. But this is about Ervin and the incredible gift he certainly gave me, and I know he gave it to many, many others. One of the shorts from the interview I did on my channel has got more views than any, and it's just that one that the core message is we are human beings having a spiritual experience. We are here to grow, become more through the experiences that we have. So the new purpose of business then, and the idea behind it is timely. Finally, it's almost 9 years later, 10 years later. It's timely. We are in a place where we can now invite each other to carry on Ervin's legacy and to carry on his mission of helping us engage in caring for something that is so profoundly important to all life forms on this planet, including Homo sapien, including people, and all the critters that we need to survive, to participate and engage in care. And it's a different level of engagement than what we have certainly done in the past. So this is an invitation not just to the individuals watching this, but also to all of the people who understood or understand that we can be better through the adverse conditions we're facing today. We can be better, and we can do better for the planet and for all of life, and all my relations, if we put it in a kinship world view sense. So my name is Donna Jones. Thanks for listening, and I'll invite you to watch or listen to the interview I did with Ervin in 2016. Thank you.